This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so in yesterday's session, we discussed about some Ansible commands, and we discussed about that how to use that custom host inventory file. If you create a custom host inventory file, how to use that one, right? And we discussed about that how to represent that group of servers, right? Ungrouped servers, and also we have created one sample, very simple playbook, right? Ping servers, and we executed these playbooks, right? And I have given one assignment. If you see, when you were adding that host inventory, host names in the host inventory, we discussed about that this this method and this method, and I have given the assignment on this one. So how many guys tried this one? I have given one assignment. No? Oh, Tarun is saying done. Okay. Oh, many people have saying that yes, that you guys are now familiar with how we can add those host details in this host inventory file, right? We can connect in different ways with the password, with the PEM file, with the SSH keys. Clear? You guys are clear about these three methods, right? Okay, so now so just we have created one sample playbook ping servers.yml. So I'm going to write another another playbook. So I'm going to use that file module. Using the file module, I'm going to create a one file in all the host machines, right? So for that one, so let me create a. So this one I'm going to keep as a rename as 01, means this is the first script. And see guys, here plus symbol is there, here also plus symbol is there. Okay, this is new file, this is a folder, means directory. Okay, click on new file, give the name. So I'm going to give the name as create a create file dot yaml or yml, either one you can use it. Okay, so I hope you guys familiar with that visual studio code. So guys, write the playbooks using any one of the editor. It will be very easy. You can use either Atom or Visual Studio Code. So already we know playbooks are going to start with three dashes, then hyphen, space, horse, colon, all, right? And here we are going to use that tasks, right? We are going to use that tasks, tasks. So give the task name, hyphen, name. So this task name, your wish, whatever you want, you can give it. Create a file, right? So for creating a file, we are going to use the file module, right? So the module name we have to keep under exactly the name file. So if you want to explore about this file module, you are not sure about this file module. Okay, what attributes I need to give, how I can create it, and very simple. Go here, just search with the file module in Ansible. Click on this one. See, it is a part of core module. So access time, okay, force, group, mode. Mode means which permissions you want to set. So the permissions of the resulting file system object should have. Okay, we'll come back. Owner, okay. Before that, path, okay. See, it is mandatory, right? See, here many parameters they specified here, right? But here all parameters are not mandatory, okay. Only the path parameter is required. You can specify path. So guys, if you observe, after a module, whatever the attributes you are going to give, you have to give one space. Don't keep exactly like this one. See, clearly it is saying that already error. You have to keep like this one. Path colon. So where you want to create it? So I want to create in the temp directory. So in the temp directory, I am going to give that file name as Mithun technologies dot. So in temp directory, this is the file which it is going to create path. So now I want to give some permissions. So for that one, if you see here, one option called as mode. Okay, mode colon and specify that what permissions you want. I want to give that 7 permissions, and I want to give the owner for this particular path for this particular file. Okay, so for that one, owner one parameter is there. So I'm going to use the ec-user. Okay, state touch means I need to create it. So if you see here, one parameter called state. Okay, here many choices are there for this parameter. See touch. Okay, if the touch, an empty file will be created in the if the created if the file does not exist. Link, it is going to create that symbolic link. Hard, it is going to create that hard link, right? File, so if the file with no other options return that current state of the path, means it is going to give that the file path where it is available. Directory, all intermediate subdirectories will be created if they doesn't exist. So if you want to create a directory, we are going to use it. Absent, it will be going to delete it. If you say state absent, it is going to delete it. So like that, use this file module. So guys, export that one. Okay, if you are not familiar with that module, the Ansible, they are giving that very good detailed document. Just explore it. See, in the file module, what is the mandatory parameter? Path. See, if you see that required with English with red color, means this is a mandatory parameter. Along with the file module, we have to pass. Clear? So now let me execute this playbook. So playbook is going to end with the three dots like this one. Here guys, it's a very simple example, right? We mentioned that all tasks. So under the task, you can create n number of tasks also. This is task one. So if you want, you can create another task like this one. Name, okay, delete if you want to delete it. So later we'll see. So playbook can contains n number of tasks. Playbook can contains n number of tasks. This is one task. You can add n number of tasks. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, first let me connect to this Ansible server. So I have connected. Switch it to that Ansible user. We have switched to the Ansible user. Then go to that playbooks. So there we have only one playbook is there. I'm going to create another playbook. Create file.yml. So now instead of YAML, I'm going to give that YML. You can give YML. Just type I, it will come insert mode. Okay. So just copy paste. So guys, once if you started using this editor, Visual Studio Code or Atom, you will get that experience without using these editors. If you try directly here, what mistake you are going to do? Okay. First of all, we are not able to identify whether these are having that correct indentation or not. So in the YAML, the indentation is very important. If you are not following that proper indentation, it is not going to execute. Okay, save it. Now, before executing any playbook, just check that syntax check. For that one, Ansible hyphen playbook, playbook name, create, and hyphen syntax hyphen check. So after executing this command, syntax check, if you see this means, there is no issue at all. Now you can run it. So I'm saying that in the playbook, all including localhost means in the Ansible server also, right? So Santosh is asking, sir, can we create different tasks in different hosts in same playbook? Yes, it is possible. So for that one, we need to use that different way. We'll see. We'll discuss that one. Just remind me that one. Okay, it is possible. So you can specify that one. That in which host we need to execute it. So now I'm going to execute one command. See, yesterday I told you na dry run. So dry run means it is not going to actually execute this one. It is not going to actually execute. Just it is going to check. Okay, let's execute this command. See, it's not executed. So if you want, you can go and check it. ls-l slash tmp. See, there is no Mithun technology.sh file, right? So if you want, you can create. If you want, you can remove all the files in temp directory. Later we'll see. So in temp directory, I'm deleting everything. Now you can check it ls-l slash tmp. Nothing is there, right? So we executed this command, right? So this is called as dry run. So before executing, you can check it whether it is going to perform or not. If it is perform, what will happen? It is going to give that all the details. Just execute it again. It is not going to actually perform that one, right? Still, if you see lsfnl slash tmp in the temp directly, it is not created. So now what I'm going to do? I'm going to remove this one hyphen check option. Now it is going to actually execute this playbook in all the host machines. See, we got some error in in which so only it happened 203 server. Only it has happened in 203 server. In other host machines, if you observe, it is not happened. Okay, so only in this particular directory, in this particular host machine 203, it has created. So if you see here, it is unconfirmed object user temp. It is giving one issue. Ansible mode. Okay, change mode. Okay, operation not permitted. Okay, so it has. If you observe here, it's created with just you can check it. Just LSFNL. Oh, it's created in this host machine. So let's connect to that server. Host machine 3, that one. Okay, see in this machine it has created. So we can connect to that server. Just type lsfnl/tmp. See here, this particular directory has created with see 777 permissions, right? So, but in this host machines, this file is not able to create. So first it is trying to create a file with a Ansible user, then it is going to change, right? So it is not able to allow you operation not permitted, right? So what we are going to do? We are going to change that Ansible playbook, the ownership with the root user. Later we'll see how to change it. And one more thing here, the problem is see, just read this error message properly. So this playbook is executing with which user? Ansible user. So first it is going to create a file with the Ansible user. Ansible is the owner name, right? Then we are changing that ownership as a normal user. Can you able to change the owner name? See, when we are discussing about the Linux commands, we discussed how to change the ownership. Yes or no? So as a normal user, can you able to change the owner name? Not possible. Here also same thing it happened. Okay, so let me update with instead of root, just you can specify that ec-user only. ec-user only. You may have question, sir, why in this server it has created successfully? Why in these three servers it is not created? Did you remember when we added this host inventory file? Which user we used? Which user we used to connect to that server? ec-user. But for these host machines, Ansible user. So whatever the user you have specified, na, with that user, it is going to perform all the tasks. So this host machine 3, we added that with ec-user with pem file. Sir, no? So now I want to create the files with a different user, right? See, in these three host machines, I want to create a file, but with the different host machines. So for that one, what we have to do? we have to use that sudo. See, we are getting that while changing the ownership. See, chown command is executing. Okay, operation not permitted. Operation not permitted. What we have to do? You want me to use the sudo? See, we use it right sudo. So if you want to use a sudo option when we are executing command, okay, what option we used? Hyphen B. Here in the Ansible playbook, which one we need to use? Here after host, okay, become become true. So once if we add this one, become true in your playbook, it is going to execute as a sudo access. Now just execute this command, Ansible playbook, the playbook name. It is going to work. See, it has created. Just execute lsfnl /tmp. See, observe here, just only the username has changed. What about group name? Group name is not changed. Yes or no? So you have to use that become true. Then it is going to execute as a sudo access. So if you want to change the ownership group, see here you can specify that group colon. Okay, here owner group colon group name also is hyphen user, right? So let me add this one. See again, if I execute same playbook, what will happen? Is it going to execute? No. Just observe that. See, it's saying that okay, it's not. Now I'm going to do. I'm going to add that group name also. Owner group. So right now, if you see in this temp directory, file has created with these permissions. This is the username. Group name right now root. So once if you execute this playbook, it is going to change the permissions. Now playbook has executed. Just type lsfnl -tmp. See, observe that the group name also changed. So like this, guys, you can explore. Okay, whatever the module you want, they have given clearly with all the details. Now just scroll down. If you see that examples, so this is one task: change file ownership group. See, owner name, group name, permissions. So for existing file, you can specify like this path. Okay, give insecure permission to the existing file. So this is a directory we are specifying, owner name, group name. So here if you observe one, so we have given that 0777. One is, what is here? One sticky bit, sticky bit. So sticky bit is a one security bit. If you give that, if you given this one, others not able to delete that file. Even if you create in the temp directory, others are not able to delete it. See, we are creating with 777 means For everyone, we are giving that all the permissions, but even though they are not able to delete it. So this is the sticky bit. One here we are calling as sticky bit. If it is 0, no, we are not adding that sticky bit. If you providing one means here is a sticky bit. Even though if you have given that all the permissions for everyone, they are not able to create it. If you add that sticky bit, okay. So that is what they are explaining here. See, if you want to create a soft link, right? So if you want to create a hard link, right? So here right now it is we didn't discuss about the loops. We'll discuss about the loops also. So that time you can able to understand. So if you want to give that different permissions, right? So here they have given various examples. So if you want to become expert in these things, just refer these examples also along with each module. Okay. So Dimple is asking, can we change the file contents if it is a 177 as a normal as a other user you are not able to. Okay, so if you are a owner of that file, you can able to change it. As a owner, you can others they are not able to do it. Okay, clear guys? Anybody have any questions about this file model? No questions? Then we'll discuss about that another playbook. Install Apache Strip Server. See, we executed now using that M module. We have installed that Apache Strip Server, right? So same way, now I am going to write that one AML playbook. This playbook is going to install that Apache Strip Server, and it is going to start also. See, we executed two commands. One is for installing Apache Strip Server using the M module. Another command is starting that Apache Strip Server using the service module. So in this playbook, we are going to write that two modules, right? One module, two tasks. One task is for installing Apache Strip Server. Another task is starting the Apache Strip servers. Starting the Apache S3 servers. So 03 install Apache HTTP server dot. You can use that YAML or YML. So already we know all the Ansible playbooks are going to start with the three dashes. Then hyphen host colon all. Then tasks task name install Apache HTTP server. So for installing any packages, we are going to use the M module YUM. So if you want to explore more about that M module, very simple. Just search with Ansible M module. Click on this one. So if you want to install, okay, which package we need to install? That name is there, na? See, name. So name is equal to name colon HTTPD. This is the package name, right? And state. See here, state latest. Okay, present. So latest means it will update the specified package. If not, latest available, latest available version. So if you see here, present or installed or latest, You can use any one of these three for installing. Okay. So now I'm going to use that state latest. So it is going to install the latest. So this is one playbook. If I run this playbook, what will happen? Just it is going to install that Apache STM server, right? It is going to install Apache STM server, but it is not going to start this one. Let's see. So I think already in our host machines service name httpd status. Okay, so it is already installed. Okay, so what I'm going to do, yum remove httpd -y. Okay, we use the sudo. What I'm doing, I'm uninstalling. Okay, now if you go and execute this, see, it is saying that httpd service could not be found, means that the service has deleted. Now, if you go and execute this playbook, just it is going to install, but it is not going to start it. Let's see. First, we'll go with this one. VA install Apache HTTP server dot YAML. Save it. You can. So if you want to run it, very simple. Ansible hyphen playbook. The playbook name install Apache HTTP server dot YAML. See, here also we are getting error. Can you help me how we can fix this one? Just read that error message, guys. So we have to execute as a root user. So for that one, what we have to do? Very simple. Specify that become true. Become true. Just add this line. It is going to execute as a super privileges. Super user or root user privileges. If you observe here, in two host machines, it is showing that changed in two host machines. It is saying that okay. What do you mean by this one? Can you tell me? So in these two host machines, whatever it is saying that okay, in those two machines already it is installed, just it is updated. And whatever it is showing that changed in these two machines, it has installed. It has installed. So just it is installed, but it is not started. Just observe that it is not started. Just press the Q. Now what I am going to do? I am going to write one more playbook. Not one more playbook, one more task. Okay. So the task name is name colon. So guys, this name and this name should be in the same space. The indentation you should maintain same. Even this dash, it should be in the same indentation. See, yesterday someone asked, what is the use of using these editors? If you don't use these editors, you are not able to identify whether having same indentation or not? Just name the task name. Yes or no? If you open in VA editor, can able to can able to see that indentation? You are not able to observe. Yes or no? So that's why when you are writing any YAML files, whether it is a playbooks, Kubernetes configuration files, Docker compose files, you should use that any of the editors. Okay. So now I am going to write one more task. Start the start start the Apache HTTP server. I want to start it. So for that one, we are going to use which module? Service module. Service service. Okay. So state started. Okay. So if you want to enable, enabled true. Enabled true. So if you want to enable the service, you can use that enabled true. Okay. So this is one task. This is another task. Like this, you can write n number of tasks in one playbook. Okay. Playbook can contains n number of plays. So this is one play. So if you want, you can write another play. So someone asked, sir, is it possible to execute with some other permission, some other details in other host machines? Yes. Instead of here all, specify that group name. So this is one play. This is another play. So playbook can contains n number of plays. Right. Each play can contains n number of what? N number of what it can contains tasks. Thank you. N number of tasks. If okay, so Dimple asked a very good question. Yes, if you see here, I forgot to specify that service name. So if you want to specify the service name, we are going to use that one property called as name and specify that service name. Good. So see guys, just observe that. I don't know how many people are observing when I am typing. Okay, immediately you have to identify that what we are missing. Okay, so if you want, you can go through this service model. So there they have specified all these parameters. Name module name. See, name, it is a mandatory, that too it is required. Name of the service you have to specify, right? Okay, so now we'll take this task and we are going to add it. Copy. So here, just scroll down, just type I, it will come in set mode. You guys, exactly you have to paste it. Okay, so if you are not maintaining that same indentation, it is not going to work. Save it. So to check that indentation whether it is properly given and all, just use that syntax hyphen check. So after executing this command, if you see this one means it is correctly written. So now I'm going to remove, I'm going to execute it. Now just observe that how many tasks are there. So this is a default task. It is going to get that all the gathering facts means it is going to get that all the server information, all the host machines. Just observe that. So install Apache HTTP servers. It is saying that okay means it's already installed. Just it is updated. Now see task, another task. Start the Apache HTTP server. Apache HTTP server. This is another task, right? So now if you go and see here, service, service HTTPD status. Okay, just observe that it is running. It is running. Earlier it was not running. Yes or no? Just it is started. That's all. Just it has started the server. So like this, you can use n number of modules, n number of tasks you can specify in each playbook using that different modules. Clear? So anybody have any questions about this playbook? If not, we'll discuss about that another module called as copy module. Copy module. So can you guess what this module is going to do? What this module is going to do? It copy the files and directories, right? So now I'm going to create a one file called as index.html. So here I'm going to write in header one tag, welcome to Mithun Technologies. Welcome to Mithun Technologies. So I want to deploy this one. So in the Apache HTTP server, in which directory we are going to deploy? If any static files or images, we are going to deploy slash where www.html. So Mahesh is saying that web app. Are bhaiya, that web app is like for Apache HTTP server, this Tomcat server, right? It is a Apache HTTP server. We are going to use that. If it is Apache Tomcat server, we are going to use the web app directory for deploying that var files. So if it is a Apache HTTP server slash var www html, right? So what I am going to do? I am going to create another playbook 04 install Apache HTTP server with copy module, copy YAML. Very simple. So what I'm going to do, just I'm going to copy paste these two. uh, so remove this one. Display. One play is enough right now. Guys, right now we are going with only one play. This is one play. Okay. So after After copying Apache this index.html, I want to start the server. So here I am going to write one playbook, one task. What is the task name? Name copy index.html. So for copying, we are going to use a copy module. Copy. So what you want to copy? So just explore it. So how to copy? Okay, what are the attributes are there? Copy module. See, path, destination it is required, and SRC also it is required. From where to where you have to copy. So SRC. So currently the file which I am going to create index.html and this playbook both are in same directory. So that time just specify that index.html index.html. So if it is in some other directory, what you have to do? You have to specify that full path where it is available, right? And specify that destination directory. So slash where www.html slash index.html index.html. So now what I am going to do? Just I am going to add this particular task in the playbook, existing playbook, or okay, let me create it. PA install Apache HTTP server with copy module dot YAML copy module. So now if you run this playbook, if you run this playbook, is it going to execute? Is it going to execute? No. You will get an error. Why? First of all, if you observe here in this current directory, do we have index.html? No. Okay. So Ansible hyphen playbook, the playbook name, install Apache server with copy module. Hit the enter. Observe that we are getting the error. Okay. You are using a module and expect the file to exist on the remote. Okay. So this file is not there. Couldn't find or access index.html. See, clearly it is saying that couldn't find or access. Maybe if the file is existed, maybe we don't have that permissions. It is saying that whether file is not there or if the file is existed, for that file we don't have a permission, right? So now what we are going to do? We are going to create the index.html and see va index.html. Okay, index.html. Just copy paste this content relevant tag. Okay, just you can run this playbook. Now index.html and playbook both are in same directory. Missing parameter required state Ah, see guys, when you are what is here? Not this one, right? This one. SRC. This one. So what error message it is giving? Failed. Message missing parameter required by state name. Oh, we missed it here, na? See, if you observe here when we are starting, so I didn't update it here, na? Name HTTPD. So I thought here also I updated this one. I didn't update it here. So here also let me update it. So now I can go here. Go here. Save it. Now you can run this playbook. See, it's copied and it is started. So now just you can try to access any of the server. So Ansible server, take this public IP address. You can go here. Observe that. Welcome to Mitten Technologies. So if you want, you can take this host machine's public IP address also. See, welcome to Mitten Technologies. Right? Just observe that we can able to access it. Okay. So now if you go and change it, see right now copy task. It's saying okay, okay. Open index.html. Just change it to MSS, Mithun Software Solutions. Welcome to Mithun Technologies, MSS. Now just execute the playbook. Observe that only in the copy index.html task only it is showing that changed. It is showing only changed. Right? Because already it is installed and it is started also. Just we have changed the content. Now if you go and try to refresh this one, see, we can able to see, right? Sir, again what I am going to do, I am going to remove that MSS. Let's see whether it is going to reflect or not. Yes, it's done. You can go and refresh it. See, here also, see, it's updated. Right. So now we use the copy model and we have copied the files. So now we have another module called as template module. I have another module called as template module. So before going to discuss about this template module, we'll see. So right now, what we are doing, we are in index.html, we are giving the company name as hard coded. Hard coded means here writing that directly the company name. Instead of that one, is it possible to pass dynamically? So like this one. So here I'm going to write another playbook. Install Apache HTTP server with template module at YAML. So in I'm going to update this index.html. Here I'm going to use the company name. Welcome to that particular company, and location is location. So now what I'm going to do, before that, here these variables I'm going to keep it into this playbook itself. So before a task, using this wars parameter, you can specify that n number of parameters. So here we use that company name. It is a one parameter, one variable colon. So I'm going to give that Mithun Technologies. Same way, Mithun Technologies. In location, this is also one variable, right? We use it here. See, location. So guys, exactly whatever the variable name here you using, with the same name, it should be here. So I'm going to specify that Bangalore. Right. So now, if you add these variables in existing playbook VA, install Apache server with copy module. Just if you go and add these variables, see, I have added that two variables. So guys, we are going to create the variables like this one in the playbook using this vars parameter. Okay, vars, under that vars, this is a variable name. So this variable name, our wish, whatever the variable name you want, you can give it. Location also. This is also another variable. So guys, host, become, vars, exactly you have to give like that one only. Task, name, this one. So here, these are the two variables which we created. Our wish, whatever the variable name you can give, and value also. But these names also, your wish, however you want, you can give the task names. Now save it. Just update that index.html also. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add this line. See guys, if you want to get the variable values in the Ansible, we are going to keep within these double flower brackets that variable name, within the double flower brackets. Okay, save it. Now we are using the copy module, and we are copying this index.html. See, in this playbook also we have used that we created the two variables. We created the two variables. and those two variables we are referring in index.html, right? Let's see what will happen if we use the copy module. Ansible hyphen playbook, the playbook name, right? Just execute it. See here, it's copied. Now you can go here, just refresh it. Observe that as it is coming, as it is coming like this one only, right? But my requirement is it has to get that values, company name and location. So using the copy module, we are not able to get these values directly. Whatever it is there as it is going to copy. But if you use the template module, it is going to work. So now what we are going to do, instead of copy module, I am going to use that template. Just instead of copy, just change to template. This is another module. It's like a copy only, but the variable names it is going to replace with the values, right? Let's see. I'm going to create this playbook va install Apache http server with template module .yaml. Okay, just I have changed that. Instead of copy module, I have used that template module. Okay, let's see what will happen. Save it. Just run this playbook. Just you can run this playbook. Hit the enter. See, now it is copied. Now even see there is no change in the this one. Now we can go here and refresh it. Okay, so since it is not taken, one second. Now this one. The variable names and all copied. So let me keep this one at the end. Hey guys, just observe that. So if the indentation is wrong, immediately it is showing that errors. Yes or no? That is the advantage of using these editors. Okay. So we install Oh, I didn't create it. Let me create it with the template model. I didn't create it. Let me check it. I created this one is in. So just what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove this section. While copy paste, be careful guys. Just observe that here. So this name module, see, it's already this type, right? It will be here. Now we are going to run Ansible hyphen playbook, the playbook name. It is saying that here some indentation issue under templates. Okay. If you observe here, this is a module name. After the module name, whatever the parameters you are going to specify, you have to give one space indentation. Then only it is going to work. So this is a module name. These are the parameters in that module. This is a module name. These are the parameters. So exactly you don't want to keep it. And one more thing here, guys. See under the name module only. Under the name, you have to keep the exactly the module name also. See here, name service is a one module name. Name M is a one module name. You have to keep exactly like this one. Save it and run it. Okay. Yes, yes, Dharmendran. We didn't run this one. Okay, that's why. Now, see, it's copied. Just you can go here, just refresh it. See, it has changed. It has changed. Right. So now, what I'm going to do, just I'm going to change that value here. Instead of Mithun Technologies, I'm going to change that Mithun Software Solutions. Mithun Software Solutions. Just you can run it. Okay, so now you can go here. Just refresh it. See, welcome to Mithun Software Solutions. Here also, just you can refresh it. See, welcome to Mithun Software Solutions. Location is Bangalore. Right. See, right now we are hard coding that variable values, right? Variable name, value. So, is it possible to pass the variable value dynamically, even though you have created variable name and value in the playbook. Is it possible to pass the dynamically that value? Yes, it is possible. How? Using that one option, hyphen hyphen extra hyphen vars, variable name is equal to value, variable name is equal to value, like this one. Let's see whether it is going to work or not. So right now I'm running directly this playbook. If you run this playbook like this one, whatever that variable value it is there in the playbook, it is going to take that value. Correct, na? So now I'm going to pass that hyphen hyphen extra hyphen vars. This is a variable name. This is the option with using we can pass the variable values, company name. So exactly guys, whatever the variable name you have created, na, exactly the variable name is equal to value. I'm going to give that Mithun Technologies. Currently in that Mithun Software Solutions is there. I'm going to give that just MSS. Okay. So if you go and see in this playbook, what is the variable name which we have given for company name? Mithun Software Solutions. Right. So now I'm adding that MSS. Okay, just I'm giving that, I'm passing the value as MSS. Let's see whether it is going to take this value or whatever it is there in that playbook, that value it is going to take or not. So it's done. You can go here, just refresh it. See, it is taking. You can go here, just refresh it. See, it is taking the MSS. So now just you can pass that empty Mithun Technologies. Mithun Technologies. Now we can go here, just refresh it. See, empty. So even though you have created the variables in playbook and assign the value, but if you pass dynamically using this hyphen hyphen extra vars, it is going to take these values only. Whatever the values we are passing dynamically at runtime, those values it is going to take. Clear? So let's try to pass that two values, MSS and location equal to Hyderabad. So if you want to pass that multiple values, so I forget that one. Let me check. Just search it here. I forget that one. Ansible hyphen hyphen pairs. See how to pass extra variables to Ansible playbook. Okay, so keep that in that double quotes here. extra hyphen hyphen extra words within the double quotes, variable name value, space variable name value. Now you can go here, just try to access it. See, welcome to empty, location is Hyderabad. Right here also, just refresh it. See, location is this one. So like this, you can pass the variables dynamically, right? So Santosh is asking, sir, if there are 10 tasks in a playbook and we only need to execute one or two tasks, we also pass those two tasks dynamically while running playbooks. Yes, it is possible. We'll discuss about that tags in that tags concept. Okay, we are going to discuss how we can run only that particular tasks. So out of 10 tasks, I want to execute particular task only. It is possible. Okay, we have one topic called as tags. Okay, we'll discuss. So we discuss about that copy model and we discuss about that template model. So we'll discuss about that another model, debug model. Okay, see, this debug model also important. See, if you want to display some message in a Linux, which command we are going to use? We are going to use that echo command, right? Echo command. So here, if you observe, we are creating a variables in the playbook, and we are getting those variable values in the index.html. Sometimes we are not going to get. So if you want to debug which variable it is taking, so that time debug module is very useful. So I am going to write a one playbook. Okay, 06 debug module.yml hyphen 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 host all. Here I'm going to create a variables where's name Mithun Technologies. Usually variable names are not going to start with uppercase, with the lowercase only. Okay, and task task. So task name is display the name variable value. So for that one, I'm going to use the debug module, debug, right? And here you can, in the debug module, we have one property called as MSG. So if you want, you can check that one. Debug module, click on this one. So here, if you that MSG is there, where is there, right? We'll see MSG. So the variable name value is. So already we know if you want to get a variable value, we are going to use that double flower brackets. So there we are going to keep that variable name, right? So the playbook is going to close with three dots. Right? Let's see. Copy, execute this one. Okay. Debug module dot YAML. Save it. Ansible hyphen playbook name debug module dot YAML. See here, the variable name value is Mithun Technologies. So if you want, you can pass dynamically also using hyphen hyphen extra hyphen where's name is equal to MSS. See here, name is equal to MS. It is taking MSS na? Even though you have created a variable in the playbook, but if you pass that value dynamically, it is going to take that one only. So instead of message here, you can use that where also, but where it is not going to display message where. Okay, so here it is there na where, that where just you can display that variable value. That is the difference. I will show you the difference now. So just so let's see here. Okay, so just here you don't want to keep that message, that just keep this one like this one. You can run it. See here, we have passed that MSS. So if you pass something like empty, okay, empty. So the difference between here MSG and where, see clearly they are explaining here. So using this MSG, the customized message that is printing, right? So if you want to print that customized message, so we have print that customized message now here. The variable name value is we are getting. But if you use that where, okay, just simply the variable name to debug, okay, just it is going to display the variable value. That is the difference. MSG parameter and where parameter. Clear, guys? And one more thing, I forgot to explain this one in the day one class only. Means that when we are executing the playbook, so when you are executing a playbook, we are getting some error. If you want to see some verbose hyphen v, use this option. So in the background, whatever it is happening, it is going to give. So if you use that two v's, it will give that some more. So what is happening in the background? See, run. So you can use that three verbose message also. That time it will give in the background what and all happening. See here, the verbose message is giving hyphen v, two v's, three v's also. See, establishing a connection for a user. Everything it is going to give this logs, guys. Okay, clear? Anybody have any questions? Okay, so did you get a reply from AWS? I need to check it. So let me check that one. So go to that support center. Definitely, I got it. I need to check it. So just click on this one. Oh, still I didn't get reply. I didn't get that reply. Okay, support cases. See, unassigned. Still the status is unassigned. Means still they didn't assigned to anybody. But earlier, it's immediately we are getting that messages, man. I'm not sure why they're delaying now. Okay, thank you guys. We'll continue tomorrow. This Ansible playbooks only. Okay, with different modules, different tasks. Okay, thank you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. So you guys can go through these examples if you want. I will share whatever the examples I have executed. So I will share all these details, guys, all these examples. But instead of copy pasting, try to execute your own way. Write it. So if you try to write, okay, you will know that where you are doing mistake, what you where you have to give the spaces and all. Okay, so if you don't give the spaces properly, it is not going to work. Clear? Okay. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow.